What's good, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Sunday Breakfast, a monthly talk show at this point, where we get down the first Sunday of the month, we sit down, and we get ready for a day, and let's hop right on in. So, for this episode, I want to talk about the topic of feeling burnt out and feeling exhausted and feeling like you can no longer do the task that you want to do or the task at hand. Being exhausted can stem from many different things. It can stem from just overexerting yourself, like doing too much or putting too much burdens on yourself, not properly managing those burdens. And it can come from overworking yourself or just having too many responsibilities, too much things that you need to do that you don't have enough time to do. So you kind of don't get any of them done at the end of the day. I mean, that's the worst case scenario, is that there's a lot of stuff to get done and little time for those stuff to get done, which is the worst case scenario. Another, avenue it stems from is pressure, which this is kind of different from overexertion. Overexertion is you that's looming over you to actually get the work done. Like that pressure, like homework, for example, or actual schoolwork or essays or tests, like that pressure to succeed, that pressure to pass it's an insurmountable, it's a quite big thing that is looming over your shoulder. It can be a very heavy weight to carry if you don't know how to balance it, if you don't know how to manage it. With huge responsibility comes weight. With power comes responsibility, or I don't know. Whatever. It's the Peter Parker uncle quote that I'm trying to think of, and I can't think of it. But with power comes responsibility. With doing anything comes pressure, or with doing a task or doing work comes pressure, and that pressure can accumulate and become too much for you. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm stumbling over my words heavy today. Another avenue that it can stem from, another way that exhaustion can pop up, is stress. Now, stress is a little different from pressure. Stress is more or less created. I was about to say created by you, but it's really not created by you. It's fostered by you. Stress can be created or gravitated towards you from other people can create stress for you. That messes up your flow, your daily routines. That is possible. So stress is not just the only thing that you can create, because there are outside factors that also influence your stress and mood and so on and so forth. It's just about dealing with that and also balancing that and managing it. All of these things vary, in intensity. Let's just say intensity. All these things vary. Some way more than others, and some are self-created, and some come from outside sources. But the last thing that exhaustion could stem from is poor lifestyle choices. And what I mean by that is lifestyle choices that negatively impact your life. For example, not getting enough energy in the morning, not getting enough food to really fuel yourself. You may think that you're not hungry, but you need that food for other reasons, not just hunger. You need that food for energy. You need that food for your mood. You need that food for your stomach, because if your stomach is upset, you're also upset. That's pretty much how that goes. Poor lifestyle choices. Another one is lack of exercise, which this is a tough one, because lack of exercise, or exercise in general, is iffy. Sometimes you're off, sometimes you're on. I'm speaking for myself here. Lack of exercise, make sure you're at least getting a little teeny bit of exercise here and there. It fosters some chemicals in the body, some science stuff. You can probably look that up if you want. But yeah, that's what comes with those. All those topics are related to exhaustion, and feeling exhausted is something very normal. Everyone goes through it. It's not something that's abnormal or you should feel ashamed about. There are ways to combat that, and I hopefully you take some of the things, like I said, like the poor lifestyle choices, you kind of take that and flip it on its head and actually turn those negative things into positive things by adjusting your lifestyle and combating these things head on. The pressure, the stress, the overexertion. Take time to relax. Don't let the pressure get to you, and take time to not let the stress and anxiety of everything take over you. And that's all the advice I can really say. So that's it for this Sunday breakfast. Thank you guys for watching.